guy has no quit in him either. None of you have much quit in you. That's okay though. I have no quit in me either. And if you're good, then stop flying around above my head. Come down here, land your butts, and say howdy. Because doing it the way you're doing, how is anyone going to trust you? Truthfully. I mean, why would they? Why should they? And those that do trust you, I'm not even getting it, because how is that trustworthy? You can be like, hey, I got a secret. Come over here. Don't tell anyone, but here, I did land and here I am. But you're not. You're not doing that at all. You're not. And you know me, I have nobody. I don't have anyone to tell anything about except for my crew here. But I mean, I have no family that like sits there and comforts me and says, oh, I believe in you. They don't care. They don't care to hear it. And you know what? I don't care to tell them anymore. Because if they don't wake their own asses up, they're just not going to wake up. And maybe they're going to have to do it again like next year. I don't know. I don't know. But if you're my friend, you would come down here. And you all haven't. The closest you have came was enough to land on the ground out in the middle of the field and then put on a freaking demonic show like I've never seen. And that's how I know that you're not my friend. And I already know the Bible says do not invite the devil in. So when I say come down here, I'm not inviting you in if you are of that. But if you are of an angelic nature, my gosh, it is an open invitation. But yet you still stay up there. And I just don't believe that that's okay. Others might say, well, they might be like, it's an agenda. They got to do it the right way. No, they don't. Because they're made by a higher force. Their whole reason for being here on any level came from something much bigger, grander, and greater. And if they're already hovering above us, well, then they're by far more experienced than we are, because they're doing things that we cannot even imitate. So I'm going to have to disagree. They could come down here. They could wipe our memories if they want and come down here. But the thing is, they could come down here with no problem. And they could say, okay, guys, I'm of a good source. And this is how it's going to be done now. And nobody's going to question that. Nobody's going to question that authority. Okay, you got to know that. Why would they question that authority? Like, okay, this strange light being just landed in my yard, got up on a stage, and he looks nothing like us, and he just said, we are starting a new and better world. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to question that, okay? So that's how I know. That's how I know when you ask me, well, how do you know they're not good? I guess that's how. And the angels, well, it was written in the Bible from the get-go that they can intervene in their own way. But revealing themselves isn't really an option. But these aren't angels, guys, because they're just like taunting and forever like hovering around and there and buzzing your head. And I wouldn't have these feelings of like, why are you doing this again to me? It should be like, oh my goodness, there you are. I'm so glad you're here. But I don't feel that. And I know I would feel that, literally feel that, if it was meant in the right way. Because my goodness, we have honestly all been born with that within our souls, our human consciousness, our spirits, or whatever you want to call it, your light source, your light being. Not your body, it's within you. That's how you know. I mean, come on, most of you can walk up into a store and know a good human from a bad one, the ones to stay away from and the ones not to, with the exception of just the being pure judgmental on a whole different level just because they're wearing poor quality of clothing. But that's not what I'm talking about. You all know. You know. You have feelings whenever you feel like, oh, I want my child away from that person. You know. Or yourself. Deep down you know. It's not a question, guys. It's not a question, nor has it ever been a question. It's a feeling, it's a statement that was put in place within your very being from the get-go. So I guess, again, when people say, well, they're just really good helper friends from another planet coming to help, but they're just not allowed to touch us or talk to us. Nuh-uh. Because, come on, their technology is much greater and bigger and grander than ours, if that were in fact so. So that wouldn't even make sense. It really wouldn't. But when you go to the biblical aspect, for the Hopi Indians or the Buddhists or all of the ones that are singing the same song, crying the same tune because they know, then it makes sense. Because these would only make sense to be those that fell from heaven. And specifically, as the Bible says in Luke 21, as well as the verse, Satan is the ruler and the leader. He is in the air. He is in the principalities of the air. He is the one that is ruling this world and earth. He is above us. He is the power of the air, guys. I mean, how could something like that be written so many thousands of years ago? I don't even care if it was like, say, 1826 per se. We weren't alive there, but it was written, right? And now here we are all of a sudden in 2021, and lo and behold, all these principalities of the air are making themselves known and shown. And everything written in the Bible, with the exception of the stuff they left out, well, my friends, it's happening right here and right now. And whether you want to believe it or not, I can't make you. I'm not here to make you. I'm just here to tell you it's true. Because, like, you know, I don't think whoever wrote that was just like a few men that just got the Bible. Like, they're just psychic. Because it's all happening right here, right now, and right in front of your faces. And yet some will still choose to not believe. So whatever that higher power that you may believe in or think, just remember, it's the same source. It's the same creator. It is the same being. And it was written. You didn't even have to guess at it. It was actually in the book written well before Ancient Aliens ever came on TV. And it's still singing the same song. I'm just saying. But I mean, whether it was written in 1826, 2021, 5,000 years ago, or 400 million thousand years ago, it doesn't really matter. It's just been written. And that should be enough evidence right there. It's kind of for those that I can point my phone and show you the crafts. And there's some of them that will be like, she's just, you know, she has something dangling over there. She put like a light in the bush, or she did this, or she did that. Just all the stupid things I hear. I can't make them believe. And it's not my job to make them believe. It's my job to make the statement and tell the truth. And as long as I'm doing my job, whoever wants to follow, I love you. Whoever doesn't want to follow, I still love you. Whoever believes, you're amazing, and please help me spread the good news. And who doesn't want to believe, that's okay. I still love you too, and soon you will know. I'm just hoping that it's not on a level that you weren't expecting. That's all. And after that, I mean, I still got nothing but love for everyone, including my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad, and those that have hurt me the most. I'm glad for those moments of pain. Those that have hurt me, and those moments and those reasons, that's what's made me strong. I've always known that it never took things to be happy. I've always known that. But my strength came from my injuries. So to all those that have injured me or continue to, I just want to say thank you. Because if it were not for your injuring pain and wounds that you have caused, I wouldn't be awake right now. So thank you. Thank you. Can't thank you enough, really. Alright guys, it's a busy night. I'm sure I'll be out here a while, but I'm gonna post this one now. Loves to you all. I love you guys so much. I really do. And I mean that. Like, you guys are my family, and I've never even met you face to face. And you know what? I don't have to, because I have a heart connection with you all. Somehow I do. I feel it. And Steve, S to the T to the E with a space and a P and an H. So it's Steve. So you guys need to check out his channel as well. He is amazing. He's got orbs on his channel that are like flipping crazy weird and so real. It's undeniable. So again, that's S-T-E-E with a space and then a capital P and a capital H as it was written as on my subscribe channel. Okay, and then I'm going to do the shout out again because I got it so wrong last time. Critical Thinking Palace. The last portion of that is Palace. I tried to correct it. I tried to put it on all of my posts or in comments, but it is Critical Thinking Palace. And his mind works in amazing ways. And the things that he shows and the way that he portrays them, I've got to say, like, he's got some incredible artistic abilities there with his visions and just the things that he catches or he sees. And even if it's a repost, it's just like all of it is unique and it's of him and from him. He catches these things and it's so worth seeing. As is Steve, Stee, space, capital P, capital H. His as well. I mean, like, everybody just like, wake up world. Let's just yell it now. Wake up world, because they can't make it up. We're not making it up. I know you're not making it up, and we're all seeing it. But you know, what comes with seeing things also needs to come action from us for the change. And if we can't make the change, we're never going to see the change, because obviously these things flying above us and me and you, they've been fighting a battle in the sky for thousands of years. I mean, that was written too. And that's what they're doing. But we're also approaching a time where it's a reset, guys. It is a great reset. It really is. It's just in a different way that a lot of people are thinking. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually an excellent thing. But these things above us, that's still that battle going on. They're not going to be down here on this ground yet. They're not fighting our battles. That's up to us. So we got to take the ground coverage and make it our own. We got to battle for that. Because if we don't, you think your freaking government capitals or your freaking deep state global people are going to? No. They're here to ruin you. They're here to delete you. They're here to take you out. Just remember, we're the army. We are the army. And without us, they got nothing anyway. Think of it that way. But I mean, the thing is, if we fight, they're already scared. That's why they're doing all this behind our backs. Look at the great lengths and extents they're going to do what they do. I mean, these viruses and, well, for instance, my disease, Morgellons disease. Do you think just because I know deep inside I might be dying? But you know what? I'm not dying permanently. I'm going to live forever. It's just not going to be where they're going. But I'm not going to let that scare me. I am not going to let that scare me. It doesn't deserve any fear from any of us. Nothing does. When you know you're being harmed, and we blatantly are, and when you know you've been lied to and conditioned, which we blatantly were and still are, it's time to fight, guys. It is time to fight. Nobody's going to make this fight for us. They're not going to fight the fight for us. We got too many that are too cowardly to do so. And it is our duty, even to them, to stand up and fight for them as well, because some people just don't have it in them. And I mean, that's just the way it is, guys. We can't put them down for that, as much as we'd like to. We can't. It's not our job to put them down for that. You know, when they're weak, we are strong. And that's how it's supposed to be. We fight the fight for the good purpose. We fight the fight for them, we fight the fight for us, and we fight the fight for all mankind. Good or bad, we're still one human race. And you know, our walks in life have been different. We have not all been dealt the same handful of cards, but at the end of the day, we're still breathing the same air, we're still walking on the same earth, and we still are allowed to be here. And we can't let punks like these people tell us how, when, and why. You know, we can't, like, they can't control. We have the same God-given rights as they do. What on God's green earth ever said to them, like, yeah, when you wake up tomorrow, you're going to be like the leader of this whole part of the land that you put your stone on with your name. You're going to be running that place. No, it doesn't work that way. I don't even know whatever thought, like, whoever put that thought in someone's head. And then here we are going to the voting tolls and like, ooh, I voted for him. I did it too, my friends. I did it too, until I realized what a freaking staged act lie. And not only that, why was I doing it? Why am I voting for something that was given to all of us to freely live on? I know that we have to have order and we have to have structure. I get that. But there are ways to go about it without the elements that we have actually put into it. And when I say we, you know, obviously not physically us, because all we ever did was we were born into this world and we slaved for the man. But it's time to stop slaving for the man. It's time to make that man, those people, those handful of people, it's time to make them slaves to us, or just delete them, period. I mean, I don't care how. I'm not saying, like, you know, I'm not a terrorist, but I'm just saying, delete them from your mind. Don't pay them no mind. Don't obey their rules, maybe. I don't know, but I'm just thinking maybe. Because why are they telling us how, when, and why whenever they have no God-given right to do so? They were born into this world just as we were. No different than you or I. And that is not how it works. Never should have worked this way. This world was sufficient enough exactly as it was in the way that God had planned it to be. And I don't know what they were thinking, but they can take their AI and go get like freaking AI manicure or something, because like right now, or actually I was going to say shove it up their ass. I'm going to just say it. Yeah, they can shove it up their ass, because their AI isn't human. Their AI, they think it could live forever until the world is blasted away, and that obviously can get destroyed. So I think they forget so many elements to the truth. But you know, in the same breath, we could be destroyed too, but not permanently. We have two choices. Let's just make the right one. It's not even that hard. It's like, oh, I just woke up one day, I'm like, I just want to be evil the rest of my life. It's really not even hard. It's like, how hard is it to just be a good human? Yet we make it so hard because it's been placed in our hearts that we have to be so hard. Because if we're not like struggling or clawing our way to the top or just to survive, in our heads it's been planted that we're not living. But that's a lie, guys. We're living. We don't even need like the house. We don't need any of these materialistic things to thrive. I mean, all it takes is the God-given land and earth with the water sources that are there, and taking our rights back and taking our land back that belongs to all of us. And who are they to say, oh, you gotta go to a cage, you didn't get the shot. Nope, you can't be here. No, you didn't get the shot. We're gonna like, trust me, I have been put in handcuffs and taken from my daughter just because I have Morgellons disease. And to lose every single right that you have as a human being here, and knowing that you are just as good and very sane, if not more sane than others, but to have them haul me away and lock me away for 3 days, keeping me drugged to where I have no recollection, that, my friends, is pure evil. Who are they to do that and say, nope, you could not possibly have bugs or this or that coming from your body. Nope, we just don't have it. Nope, not having it. Take her away, guys. What the fuck, man? I'm sorry, but seriously? Who are they to say? Life changes every day. Like, geez, smallpox didn't exist. Chickenpox didn't exist. Scoliosis didn't exist. So many things didn't exist at one time, right? Yeah, right. So who the hell are they to say, and it is time to take our world back? I am not messing around. They are nobody, guys. They have nothing on our Lord, and they have nothing on us. It's time to fight. It is time to fight back. And this cloud getting close to me in front, I'm getting ready to like try to kick it, but I cannot do high kicks as good as I used to in high school, so I probably better not try. I might split my pants and end up with a broken hip. So I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Again, I love you.